Hi everyone, I'm making this video simply because there's not enough room on a Facebook status to write it all and you probably wouldn't really read it. So, many of you know that I'm really interested in mental health awareness. I'm going to be a psychologist when I'm older. And May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And in honor of that, I'm wanting and encouraging everyone to donate money to the National Alliance of Mental Illness. You can do that at NAMI.org, which is NAMI.org. And you can make just whatever contribution you can and encourage other people to do that. Most people don't really know how horrible mental illnesses are. They just think, oh, crazy people, let's lock them up for the rest of their life. And it really shouldn't be that way. I'm surprised it really is taught that way. But anyways, by the end of this video, I hope you're educated on mental illness and how it really needs to be cured. All the illnesses really need to have a cure. Because there's not enough advertisement about it. I'm not going to say that cancer doesn't deserve all the attention it gets, because it's horrible, and I've had people in my family die from cancer. It's horrible. But living with a mental illness can be and is just as bad as physically dying, because most people with these illnesses do die or kill other people. So, mental illness is the cause of 90% of suicides, the number one reason for homelessness, the number one reason for drug addiction. I would say that 75% of the people in prison would not be in there if there was a cure for mental illness. There are people who get the death penalty when really the reason they killed or raped someone was because they had a mental illness that they could not help. So there definitely needs to be more awareness, and there needs to be a cure. So, just to let you know, a few mental illnesses are bipolar depression, schizophrenia, multiple personality disorder, OCD, autism, Asperger's. I mean, the list goes on and on. And no, just because you have this does not mean you're crazy. It happens to completely normal people, and there's absolutely no cures. There, you can treat symptoms, but usually that doesn't work. So, I was watching a documentary the other day on schizophrenia, because that's like my number one interest in mental illnesses. And also, some of these illnesses do affect my family, so I've seen firsthand how it can really destroy lives and how your whole world can change. And you didn't choose to have one of these. So, schizophrenia is when you see or hear things, and it's not just for a day, it's for the rest of your life. And it can happen to you. Usually it happens between ages 18 and 25. So it will happen to one of us, because it's a popular disease and there's no cure for it. Well, on this documentary I was watching about these people with it, these two girls who were sisters, their family had no history of mental illness in their family whatsoever. But they had two daughters with schizophrenia, paranoid schizophrenia. And they had to have locks on all their doors. And they were constantly going to the mental hospital or having to hold them down because they saw things and that told them to kill their parents or kill their other siblings or kill themselves. And the kids would just scream to be shot, because that's how horrible it is. I mean, imagine seeing things. I can't even imagine. It's horrible. Especially at 9 or 10 years old, they should be worrying about Barbie dolls. But instead, they're trying to strangle their siblings and parents. And they take about 30 pills a day, and it still doesn't help. There's no cure. And I'm not crying. One of the little girls was saying how she could get a power tool and just chop off her mom's head. And I just felt so terrible for the parents, because they're just completely normal people. They didn't know their daughters were going to have these diseases. And they just went along with their illusions. They had, I think one daughter had 702 imaginary friends. They all bit her. She had bites all over her because supposedly her friends bit her, and she had cuts all over her. It's just horrible. Also, I forgot what I was saying. But anyways, you can help with these illnesses by donating money, which seems small right now, but it all adds up in the end. And I would love by the end of my lifetime to see awareness. I love to see the shirts and bracelets and TV commercials to raise money for schizophrenia and bipolar and personality disorder. Also, I would say about half of killers have personality disorder. I was watching another documentary on that, and this one normal lady, I think she was a teacher actually, and she had no idea that she had 5 personalities, and one of her personalities killed someone, and she had absolutely no idea about it, no earthly idea. And these things seem like made up stories. They're real, and they happen to people every day, and it could happen to one of us easily. So there really, really needs to be cures. And the only way that's going to happen is if we all fight for it and we're all educated on it. Because none of these people chose to wake up and see or hear things, or have a different personality, or want to kill themselves or other people, or have OCD and have to shut the door 10 times just to be able to leave the house. So I really hope that you can all donate money, because that's the only way there really is going to be a cure one day. Anyways, I would like to give a shout out to Corey Shiflett, because he's doing kind of what I'm doing. He raised $900 for epilepsy, which his little brother has, and I think that's great. We all need to be more like that, whether you're religious or not. I personally believe that God didn't just make us to live our average lives and worry about only our jobs and boyfriends and school. He wants us to care about other people, make this world a better place. So, there's so many things you can do to help the world, like donate blood, donate bone marrow, donate money to any kind of these charities, Relay for Life, helping the kids that don't have anything. Like, there's so many things you can do, but you just got to do it in order to make the world a better place. So, I hope you know more about mental illness now, because it probably affects someone in your family or someone you know, and it could affect you one day. You could wake up one morning and have one of these things, and for the rest of your life, never be normal, never be able to go to school or have a job or have friends, and want to kill yourself. I mean, it's terrible, and there needs to be cures. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you donate.